This is for the people who are doing deals, who are doing closings, and who are working with sellers. In other words, if you're flipping a contract, if you're a broker, if you're anyone that is actually coordinating a sale of property, flipping a contract, and getting it through the door, you have to control the buyer. Question I have for you. You're in this deal, you've been working on it for about 3 months, you've been going back and forth on it. These guys are supposedly some major players in the real estate business, supposed to be making some pretty interesting things happen. They got a great bio that we read. They had proof of funds. They came through a series of buyers. What are some of the biggest challenges that you've seen in this deal, and what did you take away from it based on all the delays that took place from these particular buyers for this 6-unit multifamily building? By the way, this is a 6-unit multifamily building. These guys are supposed to close on it within 10 to 15 days, and it's turned out to be an exacerbating process. So I just want to know, Dan was one of the partners with Liz Bay who worked on this deal, who worked on this closing process, and that consulted on the deal. So I just wanted to know, what are some of the biggest challenges, what are some of the biggest takeaways that you have in this particular deal?
Well, I think the pure lack of transparency as we're going forward. But with these deals, you definitely have to handle each detail with care, because you have a seller who, an experienced seller, that we're telling them one thing and the buyer is doing another thing, and it actually kind of shoots our credibility down. But again, it's the lack of transparency what they're doing, and a lack of integrity. A lot of times when you see somebody who does have the money, like you said, it's a show of money. So now we get into some deeper aspects of this game, and you find that all cash deal turned into a mortgage loan. And I have over 15 years experience as a mortgage loan officer, so a lot of stuff started actually really coming a little ambiguous. And we went back and forth for days. That lack of transparency really can put the seller's team at ends, because everybody's trying to figure out what the heck is going on.
And just to add to that point too, you need when you're flipping a contract, or you're consulting with a seller, or you're a broker, or agent, whatever the case may be, you really need a seller that understands and is willing to take the instruction. And from you need to really have people who are really ready to be navigating directed, because when you have people such as, I don't want to use the term unscrupulous, but that might be the correct term for these particular buyers that are showing up with literally millions of dollars in bank statements, supposedly as credible investors. But the reality is that they're baiting and switching. They're showing you one thing that they have the cash to close a deal, and then once they bring you in, they go ahead and they switch that deal out. So you really want to make sure that when it's time to unload a buyer, when it's time to unload an investor, when they really aren't coming through with the deal, you're perfectly ready to cut them. Don't be impressed, don't be enamored with their credentials and their show and the fact that they're in a $2,000 suit, but be ready to cut them at the knees and really move on to your next buyer. And I would like to move into the point of backups, and that's why you want to make sure you position backups in these deals. If you're moving a deal out, you're selling a deal out, you want to have backups going. This means whether you're flipping a $100,000 house or whether it's a $10 million apartment building, you want to make sure that when you're selling your deal, you have someone in place, because once you cut them, bam, you don't lose track. You can keep going with your new buyer. All right, well, thank you very much, and we'll be sure to share this with your colleagues, your friends. Don't be afraid to share this any way possible, and it's important information. It's information that can make a difference in your real estate transactions, and good luck.